Hello students, I am Sister Mary here. Welcome to 10th Maths NCERT Chapter 15 Probability. Today we are going to study from exercise 15.1 question 22. Refer to example 13. Complete the following table. So here it is given event sum on 2 dice, then the probability. Now before that let us refer to example 13. So what is the meaning of this? So example 13 says 2 dice, one blue and one grey are thrown at the same time. Write down all the possible outcomes. So what it is said, 2 dice are thrown at the same time. You just don't care about the color here. Color is not that important. What is important is 2 dice. 2 dice are thrown at the same time. Write down all the possible outcomes. Now this I have explained to you in introduction part 3. If you go to introduction part 3, there I have explained to you in detail about this possible outcome for 2 dice. So consider this one die and consider this is another die. So this as a grey and this as a blue, since it is mentioned in your textbook blue and grey. So then you make this chart. So with the blue die 1, then there is a grey die, there is a possibility of getting 1. So with 1 1, with 1 2, with 1 3, with 1 4, with 1 5, with 1 6, with 2 2, with 2 3, with 2 4, with 2 5, with 2 6. So you have to write down like this, and first you have to make this whole chart with 3 1, with 3 2, with 3 3, 3 4, with 3 5, with 3 6. Same way with 4 1, 4 2, 4 3, 4 4, 4 5, 4 6. So like that you have to make this chart. And what is the total possible outcome we have? We have 36. So if single die means 6 raised to 1, we get 6 possible outcome. 2 dice means 6 raised to 2, so we have 36 outcomes. 3 dice means 6 raised to 3, so we have 216 outcomes. So sir, total possible outcomes. So we have made this chart. So you have to make this chart first here, and then understand the question now. What is the meaning event? That is sum on 2 dice. Meaning to say there are 2 dice are there. So sum is, for example, sum on 2 dice should be 2. So 2 means, that means in one die should be 1, another also should be 1. So then 1 plus 1, 2. So 2. What is the possible outcomes that we have to write down here? This I will explain to you. First you understand this part of it. So sum on 2 dice meaning is 2 means on 2 dice sum, or when you total it, it should be 2. Then for 3 means here it should be 2 and here 1. 2 plus 1 becomes 3, or else here should be 1 or here should be 2. So 1 plus 2 will become 3. So same way 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 should be 4 here. So on sum of 2 dice means this is the meaning. And for 2 plus 2, 4, and also it also can be 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1 also is 4. So likewise it is written sum on 2 dice should be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now probability we have to find out. For sum on 2 dice, when 2 comes, what are the possibilities are there for 2 to come. So now I will explain to you. This chart I have told you that you have to make this chart. So there are 2 dice and we have made all the possible outcomes. Now what we have to see is, for 2 to come, what is the probability? So now for 2 to come, what is the probability here? 1 plus 1 is 2. Now is there any other possibilities are there? This becomes 3, this also becomes 3. Same way other things. So there is only one possibility is there for 2 to come. So 1 upon, and total number of possible outcomes I told you, that is 36. Total number of possible outcome is 36. So 1 upon 36. Now for 3. For 3, what are the possibilities are there? For 3, 2 plus 1, 3, 1 plus 2, 3. So 2 plus 1, 1 plus 2. So 2 possibilities we have here. Can you see anywhere else you will get it sum 3? This will become 4. So 2 plus 1, 3, 1 plus 2, 3. So 2 possibilities are there, and you have to write down here there are 2 possibilities are there. Then total outcome, I told you total possible outcome is 36. 36. Now for 4. Now 4 you see 3 plus 1 4, 2 2 4, 1 plus 3 4. So total how many possible outcomes we have? 1 2 3. So 3 possible outcomes are there out of 36. So now for 5. For 5, 4 plus 1 5, 3 plus 2 5, 2 plus 3 5, 1 plus 4 5. So this comes like this. So 1 2 3 4. 4 possible outcomes are there out of 36. Now for 6. For 6, 5 plus 1 6, 4 plus 2 6, 3 plus 3 6, 2 plus 4 6, 1 plus 5 6. So the whole thing. This whole thing. So 1 2 3 4 5. 5 possible outcomes we have out of total 36 possible outcomes. Now for 7. For 7 you see 6 plus 1 7, 5 plus 2 7, 4 plus 3 7, 3 plus 4 7, 2 plus 5 7, 1 plus 6 7. So the whole thing. 1 2 3 4 5 6 possible outcomes are there, and total possible outcome is 36. For 8 is given already. For 9 we find out. For 9. Now 6 plus 2 8. This becomes 8. So we don't want 8, we want 9. 6 plus 3 9. 6 plus 3 9. 5 plus 4 9. 4 plus 5 9. 3 plus 6 9. So this we have 1 2 3 4. 4 possible outcomes out of 36 possible outcomes. Now for 10. For 10 you have 6 plus 4 10, 5 6 plus 4 10, 5 5 10, 4 plus 6 10. So this, so 1 2 3 outcomes we have. So 3 and total outcomes are 36. Now for 11. 11 you have this 2. 6 plus 5 11, 5 plus 6 11. So 2 and 36 total possible outcome. So the table is complete now. Now let's go for the second part. A student argues that there are 11 possible outcomes for all these things. Therefore, each of them has a probability 1 upon 11. Do you agree with this argument? Justify your answer. So now a student is arguing there are 11 possible outcomes are there for this. Now already I told you the least one is 2. Here 1 means both the dice first starts with the least 2. From 2 it starts. When it sum on 2 dice, when we see, we start with the least 2 and then the maximum will be 6. So maximum will be 6 plus 6 12. So least is 2 and the maximum is 12. So for this, all the possible outcomes, just now we had seen all the possible outcomes we have 36. But the student is arguing here that there are 11 possible outcomes are there for this. So this itself is a wrong answer. Therefore we will say there are total 36 possible outcomes. Okay, so this is actually wrong what the student is arguing. Actually there are not 11 but there are total 36 possible outcomes are there and not 11. Then second justification, that is each of them has a probability 1 upon 11. Now can you see anywhere the probability each of them are having 1 upon 11? nowhere. So that means this is also wrong. So you have to say they are not equally likely outcomes. That's it. I hope you understood. So they are not equally likely outcomes. They are different. 1 upon 36 here, 2 upon 36 here, 3 upon 36. So they are not equally likely outcomes. Therefore, the student is wrong in arguing that each of them are having 1 upon 11. So that's it. Thank you and God bless you.